this week, Biden addressed Congress. And I thought it
Mm-hmm.
was no more than fair that we address him.
Okay.
Okay, so he said during a speech that more people voted in this last presidential election
Yeah.
than ever before in our history,
Uh-huh.
in the middle of one of the worst pandemics ever.
Okay.
He said that should be celebrated. Instead, it's being attacked. All
Uh-huh.
right.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay, now he said that, okay, I'll give him that. But then if he's claiming that 81 million people
Right.
voted for him,
Right.
why only 11 million people watched the speech?
Why? That's why.
And if you go on the White House YouTube channel,
Uh-huh.
a little over 63,000 has viewed it.
What?
Where's all of these people that voted?
Well, let's do some comparison.
Okay.
Because, President Trump,
Mhm.
his first address was in 2017,
Mhm.
and he had over 48 million views compared to Biden's 11.6 million views. So something is happening here. And the speech, let me just talk about the speech
Come
right
on.
quick. It was so boring.
Yes.
You can hear a turtle across the street down the road a mile away. It was so boring. Even Ted Cruz snoozed.
Oh God, because he was like, "This is boring."
It was really, really boring, and it looked detrimental to me, to tell you the truth.
Why you say that?
Well,
sis?
I said because a lot of people like to look at the surface of everything. But see, with Diamond and Silk, we like to look into the surface of everything because there's like an undercover agenda that's always going on.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So when I was looking at the speech, the address looked like it was being addressed to China, not to America or Americans.
Wow.
Okay. And then I looked at Congress. Congress looked like they were enslaved or are enslaved to communism.
Well, it do look like that because all of them have been vaccinated, and all of them were sitting up there in a mask.
So that brings me to this point. The two women that were sitting behind Joe Biden, it reminds me of a third world country, okay, where they suppress and oppress their women. Okay, because why are you up there with a face diaper on or a muzzle on, whatever you want to call it, on at the time whenever you're supposed to have been vaccinated? So what is the undercover message here that they're trying to push down we the American people?
There's an undercover message.
That's right.
Now, he came out and he said, we the people are the government. Yeah. I'm sorry, Joe. We the people are not the government. What we want is the government to stay out of our business.
That's right.
And telling us what we should and should not be doing.
That's
because
right.
you all do not control us.
And you don't own us.
Right.
I know the Democrat Party is the party of slavery, especially from back in the day.
Right.
But you're not my slave master.
That's right.
Okay? You don't own us.
Right. Absolutely. I'm glad you said it like that.
Yes.
With such venom.
Yes.
Okay. So speaking of venom, these vaccines. So Biden said, after I promised 100 million COVID-19 vaccine shots in 100 days, we would have provided over 220 million COVID shots in 100 days. So if that's true, and they provided over 220 million COVID shots, that's over half of America.
Okay.
Why is he still pushing these shots?
That's right.
See, he was handed this here from President Donald J. Trump. Okay, and these are the same vaccines that Kamala didn't trust. So all of a sudden, he wants to take credit. According to Breitbart, over 170,000 people have already died of COVID up under the Biden administration.
Okay.
So why isn't the media talking about that? And thank God for President Trump putting Operation Warp Speed in place.
Yeah.
Or what would Biden have been doing? What would be happening now?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But see, the media don't want to hold him accountable. And can I just say this here about the vaccine?
Yeah.
He's placing demands on everyone to take a vaccine, okay? But you're not providing us with other options.
That's right.
There are other options out here. Now, we're not anti-vaxxers. I want you all to understand that.
Right.
But when I see him not providing us with other options, and you're telling us to do one thing, it reminds me of a cult leader called Jim Jones. So I want to know what the heck is going on.
That's right.
What are you arranging? What are you doing here? What are you orchestrating and putting together here? Because this doesn't make any sense.
That's right. And let's put something in perspective. If this virus came from China, okay, why isn't China being held accountable for this? Especially when you talk about the death toll. Where is China at in all of this, and why isn't anybody holding China responsible?
It makes you wonder about some things, don't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, speaking of Biden, okay. So now he wants to lower the prescription drug costs. Well, Mr. Jim Crow Joe, according to Breitbart News, Biden suspended President Trump's executive order that was aimed at lowering insulin and EpiPen costs. He did that when he took office.
So what he's doing is contradicting himself.
Not only that, but he looks like he's canceling out all of the good things that Trump has done, trying to take credit for what he's going to do. Oh, I'm going to do this here. And make it look like it's his own. But what he's doing, he's stealing or plagiarizing somebody else's stuff.
Okay.
That's what he's doing.
Okay.
And see, let me
go ahead. What he's doing is called a 52 fake out.
He's doing a 52 fake out.
That's what it's called.
And we can all see it.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you this here. Biden, to me, in my humble opinion, I think he's in bed with Big Pharma.
Ooh.
He ain't gonna bother Big Pharma. He ain't gonna. I want to see him do it. I want to see him do it. He ain't gonna do nothing to Big Pharma.
Because if he was gonna do something, he would remove these restrictions off these therapeutic medicines that can help America.
That's that. Come on, come on. And then, you know, he talked about the stimulus, but he referred to it as rescue checks.
Okay.
But here is my theory about that.
What's your theory?
Giving out welfare and calling it stimulus is not rescuing anyone.
No, it's not.
What it's doing is keeping people in more debt. And it's keeping people government dependent.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if you want to rescue America, then tell these governors to open back up their state so people can go back to work.
There you go.
That's what you do.
You go.
That's how you rescue America.
That's how you rescue America.
Yeah, because giving all of this money away with no goal to pay for it, no goal to fund it, and then you're giving away other people money. Hello.
Something is wrong. The money is going to run out.
And the deficit is high.
That's right. That's right. Then he talked about the American Family Plan.
Oh.
Well, my thing is, when you talk about this American Family Plan, Mr. Jim Crow Joe Biden, are you talking about putting fathers back in the home? And some of these communities that y'all talking about defunding the police? Because mother, children, and grandmamas, they going to need some man protecting them.
That's right.
Okay, they going to need somebody protecting them so they won't get in the head, get hit in the head by nobody.
Especially if you're talking about defunding the police.
That's right. Then he went on to talk about education. He said that American families, he planned to guarantee them 4 additional years of public education. But here is my theory about that.
Okay, what's your theory?
I don't think if I had a child in school, I would want them going to this public education. Because this type of education is teaching our children this ideology to hate white people, to segregate themselves, to want to discriminate against others, to say that it's racism and everything is racist. Why would I want my child to be involved in something like that?
And let me tell you something. Nothing is for free. Sugar is not for free.
No.
If it was and all of this freebie stuff worked, then take a look at Venezuela.
That's right.
They wouldn't be in poverty today.
Then he talked about community college. Why are you trying to limit people where they should go?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you want to control the school. You want to control the job. You want to control everything that they do. Why are you limiting people and telling them you can only go to community college, we're going to pay for that for free? What if they want to go to a 4-year university, a prestigious school? What about that, Joe Biden? And again, who's going to pay for all of it? You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you know what, Silk? This is so disgusting.
Yes.
Even the dead is telling Joe Biden or Jim Crow Joe to go straight to hell. We'll be right back with more Diamond and Silk Crystal Clear.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.